Back on relationship advice Reddit, got a quick little one about dating in 2019, multiple people versus one person at a time. So the question here is from a guy. Has the dating game changed over the years? I grew up thinking dating was always with that one person only until things became official. Am I wrong or am I just old school? Was involved with this girl thinking we were dating exclusively because of the way we were vibing, but find out she is seeing other guys. Really turned me off about her. I would like to hear other people's views on this. And so if you guys have your own opinion right now, go ahead and post it below. And then I'm going to kind of unpack this myself as well. And the first thing I think of is when I consider dating these days, when I say I'm dating, I'm just dating around. I do not consider dating to be exclusive one-on-one. Dating in 2019, always assume, especially if you're a guy thinking about dating a woman, these days just assume she's dating other men. She is seeing other men. She has other men in her life. You guys know the beta orbiters, that whole story. So when he says, am I wrong or am I just old school? Here's kind of the difference. This has always been the game that women play, and you guys know with hypergamy, they're going to look for the best, highest status man around that they eventually will want to settle down with, eventually when they can't get the top prospects anymore. So this has always been the game. So even if you're thinking, more old school, well, this was the same game 10 years ago, 20 years ago in dating, except that these days with Tinder, Bumble, the online dating apps, social media, it has become so much more apparent that women are always dating multiple men. So in that, 20 years ago, before we could see this, before we could see the thirst of men on Instagram, before we could see before you could have the instant matches on Tinder and always be finding someone, women still had other guys in the background. It just wasn't as obvious. So in today's world, it has become not only more acceptable, but more also more visible. And so as men, we are more aware of this. And so that goes for all you guys out there. If you're dating out there, do not assume that she is only seeing you. And the other part of this is, actually, let's see. I think in one of these comments it mentioned depends on the person, but to avoid confusion, I always tell people that if we're gonna see each other, I'd like us to only see each other and see where things go. If they don't want to do that, that's perfectly fine. Just means I won't date them. Yeah, I'm going to downvote that. Okay, because here's the deal. Is a man, either way, I'm going to downvote that. Is a man, there's no way around this. You cannot be the one, if you want to get exclusive with a girl, you cannot be the one to bring that up. If you bring that up, if you say, hey, what are we? Hey, you want to date, all that, then again, you show your hand too early, and then she knows she has you, and then maybe she agrees to it, but either way, she goes into it going, oh, I have this guy, and then we know with hypergamy, when a girl knows she has you, her eyes will be wandering to the next best thing. So regardless, I would not take that advice at all right here. And if this was a guy giving this advice, that's bad advice, giving this to other guys. And if that's a woman and she goes around saying, hey, if I met a girl on the first date, she said, hey, if we're going to go on dates and then it's just going to be us or else I'm not, then I'm going to let her go. I don't care. I'm glad that she just weeded herself out of my life because I don't like that type of ultimatum coming from her because that's going to be that masculine energy and I'm not into that with a woman. So either way, I don't like that. I'm going to downvote that one. 28-year-old female here. I'm a one-person type of person. I never have the mental capacity to date multiple people at once because I usually start half it with one person and giving more effort to another. Of course she does, because she will give less attention to the guy that really likes her, and she'll give more attention to the alpha male or the guy that she can't quite figure out. But I do like this. While I may date one person at a time, I'm always aware that the other person might be seeing other people. You can't let it affect you or make you go crazy about what else is going on. Things usually get a bit weird when you start becoming intimate, start to wonder. People are allowed to explore options, though, and the dating period is a time to get to know each other and to see if you actually want to date them seriously. You're not exclusive until you have a conversation determining that you're exclusive. Guys, know that it's not exclusive unless you have to have the conversation. And again, I already mentioned I wouldn't bring that conversation up, because as a guy, man, my personal opinion is, why be exclusive? But either way, as a guy, you should want your freedom. Make her lock you down. If that's a game you're going to play, if you're a guy that needs a relationship, still go in it where she's fighting to get you in that relationship. So you go in is the prize. You go in with that higher status. If you come at it hey, I want to be exclusive. What are your thoughts? Are you seeing other people and you're in that? You're going to lose every time. So I wouldn't even bother with that. Or just, stay a bachelor, my brother. If you're going to sleep with them, at least give them a warning. Nope, that's not going to happen. You can hope and wish it will never happen. Sometime there's going to be whatever. If you aren't into the casual dating thing, you need to make that clear. Date number one. If you don't want to commit before getting to know someone, you don't need... I don't know. And Shayla, no, I don't need... How'd you get 6 points for that? Get out of here. Exclusive talk is all BS. I'll upvote that one. Okay. So anyway, guys, what do you think? Dating these days, is it one person at a time or multiple people? I gave you kind of what the reality is. Of course, we could all say, well, we want it to be one person exclusive. But no, the reality is, in my opinion, if I'm ever seeing a girl, I know she has other guys. I absolutely know she has other guys. And you know what? I think of that in I don't know how to give people this mindset, but sometimes guys ask, well, doesn't that bother you and all that? And it's no, I have the attitude perfect. It's kind of I kind of think of it how I'm an uncle now, and I love seeing my niece. I love hanging out with her. But when she has a diaper that needs to be changed, it's here's daddy, here's mommy. Go ahead, you can change her. You can just hand her back. I think of that with dating. Instead of she's with other guys, I'm all worried about it. I think, oh man, nice, some other guy's entertaining her. I can get to work on something now. I can keep focusing on what I want to do with my time here. And then I'll hang out with her, sometime next week or whatever. So there you guys go. Let me know what you think below. Dating multiple people versus dating one. What do you see the dating game is these days? I know some of you just walked completely away, but you still might have an opinion on what you see, what you observe in the dating world. All right, see you guys. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe. Peace.